Good morning, everybody. And I say morning because I'm taping this, I'm recording this on Wednesday morning. I'll post it for later today, but I know that myself getting ready for some, family things tomorrow and starting to prepare dinner, help my wife. So I thought we'll record this and fill you in here and give you a weekly update. By the way, Duke begrudgingly says hello. Hey, just touch base on a couple of things here for before the holiday. First of all, thanks for putting up with some of the pictures of me as Santa Claus. I know a lot of people. My beard has drawn a lot of comments over the last year and a half as I've grown it out. And again, last Christmas, I kind of wanted to do some Santa stuff, but COVID put a nix on a lot of it. So this year it's a little easier to do, and the night at the Capitol was just unbelievable. What a setting to lend Santa a hand and talk to those kids. They so great. This one little guy comes up and he wants a Labrador, and I'm like, you want a dog, huh? And I said, well, Santa deals more in toys than live animals, but if we do this, and Mom's standing right there, right? I said, if we do, if I'm able to do this, you got to take care of it. You got to agree to do this. Oh, yeah. So we'll see. I'll see if I can follow up. I know Mom. We'll see if they get him his pup. But it was a fun night. So thank you. I won't be posting a ton of Santa pictures, but the last couple I've done, I just thought were nice. So there you go. Hey, let's see here. What do I want to mention? Oh, the redistricting commission continues to move forward. They had a closed door meeting. Attorney General Dana Nessel basically said they shouldn't do that. They can't do that. But what comes out of that? This is all so new territory. Who can? They're an independent commission. Nobody really oversees them. The Secretary of State, and we know Secretary Benson is not necessarily the most diligent person in the world. So who knows? That's why I say, really, I don't worry about it. Wake me up when they finalize the maps. But you still can weigh in if you want to. What is it? It's michigan.gov/MICRC. You can go there and check out the maps and so on. Want to touch just briefly on the COVID situation. I remember a year ago, we were heading into the holidays and there was a lot of concern. And again, I'm a person who says you need to talk to your physician, trusted physician, and make a decision for you as to whether you get the vaccine or not. And I'm not here, and I see a lot of the comments, this person said that a vaccine is terrible. This person said a vaccine is good. And they've all got credentials, right? And so I don't want to weigh into this whole argument of is it this or is the vaccine good or bad? That is something why I say you need to talk to your trusted physician and say, what do you think? What's best for me? All right. I personally have gotten the vaccine, and I think everybody should, but I am not here to tell you to do that. I hope you do. But with that said, again, I'm looking at Munson Healthcare, which covers the majority of my district. They're busting at the seams, and they're busting at the seams with kids, and little ones, and older folk. So I just say this as we head into the holidays. I know there's a new confidence out there, especially with vaccinations, and I know, well, if you got the vaccination, how can you get you still can. The vaccination isn't a lead-lined room that now you're hermetically sealed in. It improves your odds, but people can still get it, right? All right, I'm not going to weigh into that. My point is, as we head into this Thanksgiving holiday and all the holidays, let's be smart out there, okay? Especially around those vulnerable. The little kids who have not been vaccinated, the little kids, and our elderly. because even the elderly, even if they've had the vaccine, if they've got, because that's one of the things I saw from the Munson folks, is that the elderly that are in the hospital were vaccinated. Some of them, not all, but some of them were, well, most of them were, I guess, with that, in that 65 plus, were vaccinated. The problem is they've got real health issues. And so even if they get it, the vaccine can only do so much. Point is, let's be smart around our vulnerable, the little ones and grandma and grandpa, right? Or Uncle Charlie if he's got some health issues. Just be smart. That's all I'm saying. Be careful around them as we come together for the holidays. I'm looking forward to coming together with family and friends, but let's be smart. Just remember that, okay? I got to touch base too on Rittenhouse, the Wisconsin situation. I did not follow it, day to day, jury, comment by everything, but I followed it. And one of the things that I've found interesting in this trial by media, which for my intents and purposes started with OJ. I think, you go back to OJ, and in my opinion, there was some real prosecutorial negligence there, or incompetence with those two. I do believe OJ was guilty, but he got off. But from thence forward, I think we have to trust the jury system. And we can sit and watch the 24-hour news channels of choice and hear one talking head say something that we agree with, so now that must be the truth. Or we hear another talking head say something we don't agree with, so that they must just be full of crap. My point is, those 12 people that are sitting on that jury have heard all the evidence. They saw the body language. They heard the question asked. Point is, they were there. They heard it all. We're listening to maybe snippets of a trial or the talking heads. They were there. So I think we have to abide by the jury verdict. And one of the things that I thought was interesting was the arguments, well, Rittenhouse got off, but, if this had been a black man, what would have happened? Well, the interesting thing was in Florida, there was a case going on at the same time where a black gentleman was acquitted of killing 2 cops. So we have to trust the jury system. And but obviously, there's a lot of political motives and activist motives that don't want to do that. They want us riled up. They want us at each other's throats. So please, everybody, take a step back. Even if you think the verdict was good, just temper your reactions when somebody may disagree with you, because personally, I think that's what this activist crowd wants. They want us doing this. And so we have to be smart in our response. So just a thought there too. And with that, it's the Thanksgiving Eve. And I just want to say, when I was on the radio for all those years, I don't know, it was 30 years ago, whatever it was, I read Abraham Lincoln's proclamation, basically executive order, saying, hey, this Thursday in November is going to be a day of Thanksgiving. There was a woman whose name I forget who had been advocating for it, but Abe wrote the proclamation, and that's when, and it didn't become a national holiday till later, but it was a day set aside to observe and say thanks. And Abe's proclamation hit a nerve, and a good nerve. And so I would say this every Wednesday before Thanksgiving as I closed my show. So I'm going to say it here. The world's always a rough spot. There's always something that is too bad it's happening. But tomorrow is that one day of the year where Abe said, take a moment to be thankful for what we have. And now people can say, Jack, I have nothing to be thankful for. My life's a mess. Nobody likes me, whatever the case may be. And here was Abe, was in the middle of a civil war. And even there, he said, no, we have to take a moment to thank God for what we have. And as I mentioned earlier about the forces that want us at each other's throats, those same forces, and those forces are on both sides of the issue, want us doing this because it helps their ratings. It helps them do this, whatever the case may be. I don't know. They want us like this. So tomorrow is the day, no matter what situation you're in, to stop and say thanks, because we're still here. And you can be thankful for the police officers, the first responders, the doctors and nurses, maybe the neighbor down the street who came during a rough time this summer and cut your grass. I don't know. Maybe it's that dog or cat like Duke who just is there and gives you unconditional love. The point is that I've seen in my lifetime, and I'm guilty of this too, somebody can tell you, you can have 10 people tell you that the outfit you're wearing looks good. And one person tells you that the tie doesn't match the whatever. And that's what we remember. We dwell on the negative. It's just human nature. We can set aside 8 great comments for the 1 or 2 bad ones. So tomorrow, Thanksgiving, even though it may be difficult for some, take a moment and say, thank you, God, for all the good that you do have, or that one special portion of your life that does bring you happiness. So tomorrow, if Abe Lincoln can do it in the middle of a civil war, I think we can do it today. And every Thanksgiving, this is the day to set aside to say thank you for all the blessings we do have. Doesn't say we don't have other troubles and trials, but we have many blessings in this country, and tomorrow's the day. So tomorrow, thank God for all the good that you have in your life, and hug your loved ones, but be careful around the vulnerable, right? We still are dealing with this Delta COVID virus out there, all right? So be careful, be safe, have a blessed Thanksgiving. Should I say go Lions? Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.